Yeah, alright. Maybe I should start over because I don't know what I should talk about. Yeah, let's keep it lighthearted and not even, or hardly even mention being brutally murdered at some point. Which isn't funny. Or it's hilarious, but it's not the point. I mean, the absurdity of not being murdered is the funny aspect of it. The rest of it's, I don't know, tragic, I guess. I don't really care. Okay. Yeah, sure. Some advice, not even advice. I'll just say this timeline, or at least my experiences in this timeline. There's no complexity left in the system. There's just entropy. There's just these tech people, these rich people, these finance people, these elite people, these. And I use the term people loosely because they're being controlled by something beyond that, but for the time being, we'll go with people. They're purposely taking all the complexity out of the system. Oh, there's a really cool app everybody likes where it's really intuitive and there's formatting that people like where you can like do more stuff. Oh, we can't have that. Let's have one of our hedge funds fucking buy it, strip it of parts, make it less intuitive, make it, instead of $10 a year, let's just make it $8 a month forever. Don't worry, we'll give you a 7-day free trial, and then if you forget to cancel, we'll just charge you $8 a week forever. I mean, that deviates a little bit from the complexity issue. My deal, and I'll define terms a little bit, complexity is just new. It's novelty. It's anything different. Now these tech people, and others, finance people, everybody else, will just buy stuff to make it more frustrating, less intuitive, more generic. Oh, there are a lot of features in this app where it's not linear, it's a mind map, you can kind of move things around, the way people kind of see things. They can't have that. Fuck them. Yeah, now let's take that functionality out of it. Oh, we're a social media company, and we control algorithms and what people find online and when they scroll through whatever. Oh, there are a lot of people doing new things and putting new ideas out there. Not even controversial new ideas, just anything new. Oh, there's a cool little invention or mechanism we could show people. I mean, we're stealing everybody's data. We know, for example, somebody who's more mechanically inclined who would love a video that, demonstrates. I'm 3D printing, so I gotta check on that pretty soon. Mechanically inclined, could be anything. Hey, they'd really like this video. It kind of demonstrates a new concept that could lead to other people kind of thinking differently and adding new things and having jumping off points that they can work with and build their own stuff, etc. Again, using mechanical things, could be anything. Could be anything new that's just not. Oh yeah, no, we don't want that because then they'll be thinking differently and having new thoughts. And we just crave entropy. We crave remixing the same fucking. Oh yeah, no, this song is now a meme, and now there are 10,000 people who just recreating it with basically identical. That's not new, and I don't fault the people doing it because algorithms will reward the ones doing this. Oh, I'm getting almost no views. Oh, there's this trend. I find it stupid. Oh, I'm actually getting rewarded with a bunch of people who actually see it. And then that just sparks, oh, everybody does remixes, and that's not organic. It's not organic at all. It's an algorithm that's like, oh yeah, this will be, there's absolutely nothing new in this. It's just, a song, maybe a trending dance or something, something like that. Using it as an example and not faulting the ones doing it because It's fine doing it, and an algorithm will reward you. Oh, you want to start your own trend? Fuck you. We'll show it to almost nobody. And the people we will show it to don't care about that sort of thing, so they'll just not have any engagement, or they'll just comment, it's kind of stupid, etc. Because they can reg everything. Nothing's organic. Everything is what you're allowed to find. Oh, this trend requires nothing new. It's just a dance sequence or a choreograph or whatever it is. I'm not a dance person, but it's the same trend, and then everybody just sees the same trend, and that's not anything new. That's entropy. It's a remix of the identical thing. There's no new complexity added to the system. It's just the same fucking thing with different people, and maybe slightly different, and some are clever. I'm not taking anything away from it. Some people can find new angles to take on trends, and I respect that. And even I still respect people who just do the trends because they're algorithmically rewarded. But again, it's not organic. It's the people controlling these algorithms are like, oh yeah, no, this is completely the fucking same as the last trend, just slightly different. Let's just roll that out and make it so that, we'll reward that, and then there's no new complexity. Doing the same thing or the same, sequence or same thing. You can do it in clever ways, but still the same fucking thing. There's no new complexity added to the system, because the system knows what's down that path, and they're all just remixes now. I'm using scrolling and algorithms as examples, but it's the news too, it's podcasts too, it's the same issues or variations on the same issues, or things that are different issues, but they're like identical patterns to make people mad, and it goes the same. That's not new, that's a remix. There's no new complexity added there. Or at least novelty. And again, I use novelty and complexity kind of interchangeably. There's nothing new. That pathway's been treaded on by so many people in so many different ways. The system knows exactly what happened. If you do something new, they could generate new thoughts, new jumping off points for others, and then they can make things, and that's what an algorithm would reward, which it could 100% do extremely easily if they didn't rig it against that. They could easily change an algorithm to, recommend things of, oh, these people are doing stuff new. Oh, I haven't really seen that. Oh, that's kind of cool. You know what? An algorithm's rewarding people who are doing new things. I can do new things. I could put that out there. Hey, I'm rewarded. We literally could live in a fucking place that is so much fucking complexity, so many new things, but algorithms will be like, oh yeah, we don't want people thinking for themselves or, investigating other lines of thought. Let's not reward that. Let's shadow ban that. We'll show it to just enough people so it's you can't prove shadow banning, but it's 100% shadow banning. And even if they do show it to people, even if you do get 10,000 views, but those views are curated by the algorithm to only show it to people who will never use that as jumping off point, just use it for enough engagement so you're and then they're not interested and they'll scroll past it. Meanwhile, all the people who would find it interesting will never find it because they had metadata to it. It's all rigged. It's all rigged. It's every part of this timeline, social media, everything else is rigged. I mean, the convergent point is that it's rigged by the same two hedge funds that own everything. And it's not the hedge fund. It trickles down to everything. They're all related to one another. They all are in lockstep. They all do the same thing. They all reward the same content. Not all publicly traded companies, I would say. And by all, I mean, I round up to all, but it's really way too close to all it's dangerously too close to all. There's no new complexity added to the system. There's new novelty. If you did stuff like that, if an algorithm rewarded, these are kind of cool. These people are starting their own trend. Let's not, blast out the trend so that 40,000 people do it. But yeah, a few hundred, and that could be kind of neat. And then, hey, this other person's starting I say trend, but it could be, they're posting stuff that's interesting, mechanical things, new things. And it used to be somewhat like that. It's not anymore, even close to what it used to be. It wasn't great, but there was, you could find new things. Hey, you have interest in the most insidious, infuriating part is that they're stealing all of our data, all of our biometrics, all of our patterns to put it in their creepy ass data centers. I do not trust what they're doing in there, because it's not just, oh, it's for advertising. No, it's more than that. They can do all that. They can rig algorithms. They know. Look at targeted advertisements. So many of those are so close to be like, how did they know? Oh, that's weird. They could just as easily, they know how to do advertising. They could just as easily, these platforms that have millions of videos could be like, oh, this person will love this, let's blast it up. No, they'll add metadata to it so you can literally never find it. They don't want you happy. They want you mad and arguing. They want you on the platform. They want engagement. They don't give a fuck about you. They've never given a fuck about you. Maybe way back in the day when there was like a little bit more competition and there was more of an incentive to try to keep people on the platform because there were just so many options. A little bit. Now it's just all consolidated to shit. I mean, you don't have competition anymore. What's competition to YouTube? I mean, yeah, you could say Instagram and other things, but like a video platform where you can just upload. And yeah, there are a couple outliers, Rumbles and some other ones, which are good. You need some competition, but they're all like roughly the same. If you had 20 video platforms, and then, hey, this algorithm's just showing me stuff that makes me mad and argue. Hey, this other algorithm's giving me tons of stuff I fucking love. This is awesome. If there was a meritocracy with enough competition, which is what capitalism is fucking designed to do, but when you get to monopolistic capitalism, where same two hedge funds own everything, and they're incentivized not to compete with one another, they're incentivized and will recommend themselves to other things, and it's all fucking rigged. And there's no new complexity added to the system. And there could be. If algorithms started rewarding, oh, this person's doing something new. Oh, that's kind of cool. We have a huge user base who loves this type of stuff. I can blast it out. And it used to be a little bit like that. Or at least way closer. And now it's, oh, let's shadow ban this because now it'll cause people to think for themselves and maybe have new jumping off points. And then new things could be done. And then new complexities added to the system because the system doesn't know what happens when somebody goes down that path. Oh, these people are going down the path. They're finding new branches. We're building things out. Now they'll rig it to remix the same thing. Whether it's like a dance trend or news that's just breaking news, and then the story, it can be different, but it can follow the identical patterns, and it usually does, of so many other stories where it makes you mad, makes you argue, you know, you're gaslit a little bit, you feel like shit for being, not even feel like shit, because it's just the same pattern repeating that it's just like, you know, even if you're wrong, you either double down or just stop caring, and then they move you on to the new issue, and it's the same pattern, and it just, then the system gains no new complexity. Because identical patterns, just different things overlaid on it. Pattern knows how things respond and all that. There's nothing new. There's so much new complexity with people making new things. And we could literally have that if algorithms rewarded that. But yeah, if a creator makes something and puts a lot of time and effort into it, I'm not even saying me as an example. I mean, with me it's, yeah, making like mechanical stuff, etc. But it could be like anything. It could be like... Could be so many things. And even if it's not your thing, it should still exist. These fucking creepy data centers know everything about you. They clearly know. Every time you're recommended a video that you will comment negatively on, ask yourself why an algorithm would send you that video. Because literally it knows everything about you because it's creepily stealing all your shit. It knows if you will not like stuff and if you will comment negatively on it, and it will do that. It'll do that. Oh, this person will hate this. It'll make them mad. I'll just keep them on the platform. They'll probably comment negatively. Hey, this other person's probably going to like it. Hey, let's send them to this video and then rig the comment section so that their thing pops up first, so then to get them mad, and then you're just on the platform arguing with strangers about things neither of you care about. You're trained to think you care about them. And again, I'm not knocking the people, because we all fall in those traps. It's like a human nature thing. We're not designed to have evolved for millions of years, tribal, or, you know, being in tribes and having to survive and stuff, then we have this technology that we're not designed to handle, and they can exploit all of our fucking human nature really easily, and they do. They could literally design it. I'm not saying, oh, they need to design it for a utopia. No, there still should be variations. You can still argue with stuff. It's not as bad, not nearly as bad as if it went the complete opposite direction and you just get in echo chambers where you know. I mean, it's better because there's no, like, more complexity. At the same time, I'm not, like, advocating for complete utopia, but there's a fucking balance we're not even close to because they're rigging it, so we're never close to it, and meanwhile the system we exist in suffers because there's no new complexity added to the system. There's no new, oh, this trend is interesting, it teaches people about certain programs or things that they could use to build things and so many other things, and then they could and then they could make videos, and that would be new, and we could reward them by sending new people to the things, and then build off that, and then the system gains so much complexity because most people aren't doing this, and then there's new things, and there's new branching, and the system needs that, and they'll rig it so that it's just all the same remix of the same bullshit. Infuriates me more than a lot of things. You just don't fucking rig it in your favor. You don't rig it against people who are just treating things in good faith. So many people with algorithms, they don't realize there's a back end. They don't realize an algorithm literally cares most about the, people paying for it and designing it. It doesn't give a fuck about you. It'll give you stuff. It'll make you happy just to know. It's like a slot machine. It'll reward, it knows your patterns, it knows the sequence it can use to keep you on platforms, keep you arguing, keep you sedated by the same fucking trends over and over again. It's infuriating, because the system needs fucking complexity right now. And they'll literally rig it so it's just entropy. Entropy being the same fucking trends over and over again. The same patterns over and over again. A system knows exactly how people respond. There's no new complexity down those paths. There's so many pathways that are unexplored and undiscovered. Because the algorithm won't reward anybody going down those paths. So people will generally trend to, oh, I put a lot of time and effort into this. People think this is awesome. And then they post it. And the algorithms like this person clearly put a lot of time into this, and they think they'll be rewarded. Let's not show it to anybody, just to break their spirit. Oh, they put a lot of time and effort into editing this? Let's shadow ban it. Let's add metadata to only show it to people who are like, this lighting's bad, this, you should have done it like this, you're stupid for trying this. It's to break their spirit. Meanwhile, they could send it to people who are interested or are into editing. Because again, they know everybody's because they're stealing everybody's data. They could just send the right people who are encouraging. Like, oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, you should try this. Oh, that would be cool. And then just, instead of breaking somebody's spirit, you give them advice. And then over time, because nobody's first video is all that good. It's not designed to be good. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. I mean, if you have the encouragement, the people who are telling you, again, giving good advice, and then over time you develop, and have really cool stuff. And then everybody's thrilled, or psyched or whatever. But no, they'll show it to nobody or to the people who will just be creeps or unhelpful, etc. And then you're like, I put a lot of time and effort in this. I don't even have enough subscribers to get monetized. I can't do this forever. Meanwhile, an algorithm could just as easily be like, oh, this person put a lot of time into it. It's not great, but we could send the right people to them, so that they at least have the encouragement to keep going, and then over time they get good enough and can get monetized and make it a thing, and then that's adding so much complexity to a system that they rig it in their favor, which is the most infuriating part. You don't rig something in your favor. You win because of a meritocracy, which we don't have even close to a meritocracy. You can't just start a fucking platform that competes with YouTube. Everybody finds stuff through Google. Google's not going to be like, oh yeah, this new platform has a lot of stuff they'll like. No, they'll just send it to YouTube. Or if you check Google or anything, they'll just send, or Instagram, they don't even care. YouTube, Instagram, all the other X, Twitter, fuck X. They all rig things in their favor. They all will bounce people back and forth between different platforms because they're all owned by the same thing. And I use those two hedge funds. throw in State Street as well, and the dozens of ones that you don't even know about that you do research and it's like, oh yeah, it's just owned by some foreign countries and all this creepy stuff. Oh, the CEO literally went to Epstein Island. Oh, that's something. It's all rigged. This timeline is rigged. This timeline is exploited by those who have been... I mean, every single platform... What, YouTube was funded by the CIA? Or at the very least, there was a lot of influence with Google and stuff in the beginning. Same with all the platforms that got big. Same with Facebook, same with so many others. It's always been directed down this path. This timeline always goes down this path if left unchecked. It doesn't have to, though. There can be a revolution. There can be a releveling. There needs to be. 100%. Regardless of what political side you're on, it's never been about politics. I mean, it is because everything's about politics, but it's not. Everything just has a political overlay because it knows you can become most tribal if you think that the other side, Republican or Democrat or whatever, is the enemy. Meanwhile, the enemy is the one rigging it. The billionaire class doesn't give a fuck about you. Literally, the AI people are talking about how they want us extinct, and then they use pretext. Oh, if we don't do it, China will. And then no, when there was cloning with the Dolly the sheep, they all signed a pact of like, oh yeah, we can't clone because that's some fucked up stuff. I don't trust they're sticking to that now, but just as easily do that with AI. Just as easily do that with everything. But no, they need an excuse. Oh yeah, no, we care about kids. I mean, we're pedophiles, but yeah, no, we actually care about kids, actually. We need your ID to save the kids and protect them, and they'll rig algorithms to manipulate certain groups to be like, oh yeah, that's fine. No, we're going down we've been going down it for a long time, since Patriot Act, since vices, since so many other things. It's not like, oh, this just started a couple years ago. It's been going down that path for a while. It's accelerated, it's extremely corrupt, etc. Oh, hey, I remember when I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep it lighthearted or something. I was gonna talk about how Fusion 360 is a really cool program and actually has like a free version that's pretty sweet, and it's like a non-linear type of thinking. Because yeah, Fusion 360's like 3D printing, you can make files, you can kind of fuck around with it. I think people are intimidated because they see all these Blender tutorials which are unintuitive. I respect Blender for, yeah, being open source and all that, that's awesome. But it's less intuitive and you need to learn like 40 steps. Fusion 360s, you can just fuck around for a while, maybe watch like 10 hours of tutorials and get to be like 90% of what you'd need. Because you only really need like a dozen or so hotkeys and other things. And video games, that's the thing. Video games, just because they're addictive, people literally like learn levels, learn strategies, all this. Meanwhile, there are like programs out there that you have to like learn and memorize way more stuff for a video game than you do for like Fusion 360 or so many other things where you just kind of learn a few hotkeys, etc. and can make things. But no, algorithms could literally just find the types of people who would be interested in it and show those tutorials to them so they could get funneled to the same things and make new things and add complexities to the system, and no new complexities ever add to the system. At least not in this timeline, because they crave entropy. They crave nothing new. And they rig it so nothing is new. You don't do that. You don't do that to the system. The system is good. The system is what we exist in. I think a lot of people conceptualize this as Matrix and we're fighting against the system. No, the system's good. There's a parasite that's literally hijacks so many of feedback loops that it looks like shit. Be mad at the parasite more than the system. That's at least how I interpret it, but yeah, you can see it like Matrix and hate the actual system. I see it way closer to we exist to help the system, and a parasite is basically rigging it to destroy the system, and we're going along with it. That's how I conceptualize it. You can conceptualize it however you want. I'm not even saying I'm right. I'm just following patterns because I reverse engineer things based on patterns because I have certain brain damage to my temporal lobe and I can't really think linearly the same way other people think anymore. The brain damage caused by this couple weird genetic like mutations and stuff that really fuck with some stuff. But I guess I'll end it here before I don't know. And now I have no idea what the fuck to do with this. I can put it on YouTube but get shadow banned to shit. I kind of put it out there knowing it gets shadow banned in the hopes, and yeah, I don't put all my eggs in that basket. I do some other things I don't talk about. But, I like to think suppression breaks for me and however many others who are doing new things and trying to get stuff out there. Because I'm not the only one. There's so many, but they're all shadow banned, and then you get shadow banned long enough, it breaks your spirit, or you can't make money off it, and then, you kind of give up because you're not incentivized to do it, and you actually, are put in it's rigged against anybody doing anything creative. In my case, rambling about conspiracies and other shit, as well as, making things, but other people, it could be anything. It could be art, could be people, trying new music and stuff. We don't have no new music. There used to be composers who made insane, I actually have no, I'm not a music guy, but whatever the fuck it was back in the day, Vivaldi and Mozart, and, well, that's kind of the only two I can remember off the top of my head, but yeah, they were coming up with crazy shit. An algorithm could reward people who were like, oh, I'm into piano, but nobody gives a fuck about piano, which is true, nobody gives a fuck about piano, but, there are certain groups, even if it's 2% of the population, and algorithms know those 2% and will send them there, and that catches on, and then more people are in. We don't have anything like that anymore, because an algorithm doesn't want you to be happy. An algorithm suffers if you're happy. That's actually pretty true. An algorithm's like, oh yeah, they'll learn some stuff. That's not good for us. Maybe they'll start thinking for themselves. Maybe they'll realize we're the enemy. Well, let's just feed them the same trends over and over again, the same remixes of the same fucking thing with the same music. And by same music, I mean, yeah, it's different, but it's basically the same. Oh, it's a slightly different beat. It's the same fucking thing. It's a remix of the same. This will end it here. Always add complexity to the system. Always attempt to add complexity to the system. Add things new, even if they're not helpful, even if they're just different, even if they don't even solve anything, just newness. I mean, yeah, for the common good and stuff, and newness, I'm gonna create a new way to torture people. No, well, not like that, but newness in just the sense of, oh yeah, no, this is, I default to mechanical things, or this linkage is kind of cool. It doesn't really do anything, but people find it interesting. I haven't really seen this. It doesn't do anything, but hey, it's kind of cool. I'm going to put that out there. And somebody's like, oh, I see that linkage. I could probably do something with that. And then it's just complexities added. Things that are new. Not even things that are, I don't know. Algorithms were a mistake. Billionaires were a mistake. Monopolies were our mistake. I mean, I feel like the timeline always drifts toward that, because those are the types of people that will always get in charge of the algorithm and stuff. I don't know. And now I have no idea what to do with this. It feels like I need to be doing stuff like this, even if it doesn't get out or be attributed to me, which is fine. I'm fine with Ghost in the Machine mechanics. If anything, that adds the most complexity to the system, because it's not just linked to one person. It's linked to just a concept. But I don't know anymore. Maybe I'm just screaming into the void and trying to add complexity to the void, in which case I'll fucking do that. I'll add the most I guess it depends on what we're classifying as void, but I'll always attempt to add complexity to the system. Doesn't have to benefit me, because it adds complexity to the system. Oh yeah, and I don't consent to anything I do being, used as training data to fuck with other people, because yeah, I can see that as a possibility, because it's the most corrupt timeline where it's oh, you figured this out? Let's rig it so that we close up that loophole, and then it's the most corrupt timeline. Don't consent to that, and yeah, I know consent means literally nothing in this timeline. Currently. I'm almost positive all the fucking predatory terms of service, all the predatory privacy policies, etc., almost positive they eventually get completely invalidated, because they're all done through fraud. It's the same people who are the billionaires who can hire the $1 million law firms that can lobby the politicians to write their own laws to allow them to do all this creepy shit that you can't opt out of. It's all done through fraud. That's entirely fraud. That's predatory as shit, etc. But in this timeline, you can do that currently. they have huge liabilities when that breaks for them. Just why, technically, game theory-wise, they should hedge their bets and kind of see, oh yeah, no, we're actually fucked here if we go further with this. We could double down, because we'll probably feel like we're pot committed, or we could just be like, yeah, I'm not going to be the one thrown under the bus, because somebody always is. Somebody always is. I'll be thrown under the bus probably pretty soon. And others will, but eventually it catches up to all the ones who are actually doing this and they're most... or at the very least, they have the most liabilities. They're probably told they have some opt-outs or carve-outs or pardons or something. Those are all lies. They're completely fucked. We're fucked. Everything's fucked. It's designed for everything to be fucked. Either that or I'm completely wrong. I don't know. Could be either. Could always be either. Don't take my word for anything. I'm just kind of guessing. Yeah. Alright. I'm Jack Ward Copeland. It is May 15th, 2026, 7 a.m. Allegedly. Because I don't trust time whatsoever. Oh yeah, it's funny to play out schizo. You can do so much more. You try whistleblower, you get got. You schizo, you just fucking proposing shit, doing random stuff they don't expect. I think you go further. And it's funny. It's so much funnier. Because you can just do shit. You look insane, but that's funny too. If you have such an ego to you, which is fine, because we're kind of designed to be like, I don't want to look insane. I don't want to draw attention to myself. And yeah, that's a completely normal reaction, but it limits your options. Be okay looking insane, because it's funnier. That's the most complexity to a system. Theoretically, allegedly. Not calls to action, etc., because in this timeline, they don't like your speech, they'll shadow ban you, or, oh, he used a little bit of a song, and we own the rights to that song because we're a corporation, and all corporations are basically linked, along with politicians, along with government, on both sides, not a sides issue. Or at the very least, when it gets to the very top, it's not a side issue. When you trickle down to, low-level people, yeah, most of them are pretty chill. Ones at the top are psychopathic as shit. Probably by design. And, completely forgot where I was going with that. Because, yeah, I don't have really a memory where it's A to B. I just kind of see where I'm going and then all the branches that are nearby, and I'll just, wander onto different branches. Which adds complexity to the system. Because you can always find the branches that others don't take, but it's like you're going down a road or something. And you have headlights that only show you the road, but if you train yourself, the headlights can broaden out, and you see, oh shit, there's just pathways to literally everything. I can just go down other branches that other people don't go down. They're, less effective. I have no idea what's down there. Could just be a rabbit hole or a honeypot or a complete waste of time, but nobody goes down there. I want to see what's down there. And yeah, you do wind up going down so many rabbit holes that you have no idea what the fuck to do after that. And maybe it's maybe I fell for the trap of feeling I have a moral obligation trying to get stuff out. Meanwhile, I'm just wasting time, or something's used training data, which I don't consent to, but again, this timeline's all built on, whatever. 5/15/2026, 7:23 a.m. Allegedly.